Before Manny Pacquiao became a global icon and the only 8-division world champion in history, he was a kid who learned to fight through defeat, heartbreak, and brutal lessons inside the ring. Every loss he suffered shaped the legend he became. Every setback pushed him to train harder, punch faster, and fight with the hunger of a man carrying the weight of an entire nation. Today, we relive every moment Pacquiao walked into the ring with hope and walked out with pain, regret, or controversy, only to rise again stronger. These aren't just losses. These are the battles that forged Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao was only 17, still fighting at minimum weight, hungry, but inexperienced. Torrecampo came in heavier due to Pacquiao missing weight, and the fight changed instantly. In the third round, Pacquiao rushed in with his usual aggression and walked straight into a perfectly timed counter left. He fell face first, completely unconscious. This knockout taught him the danger of blind aggression and became the first major turning point of his career. This fight was chaos even before the bell rang. Pacquiao lost his flyweight title on the scales because he simply couldn't cut more weight, and he entered the ring drained, weak, and starving. Singsurat used his natural size and power to dominate the fight, pushing Pacquiao back and unloading body shots. In the third round, Singsurat landed a left hand to the liver that folded Pacquiao to the canvas. It was a painful lesson about weight mismanagement and forced him to move up permanently. This was not just a fight, it was a war. Pacquiao entered with a cut from training camp, and Morales targeted it ruthlessly. Morales fought smart, controlled the distance, and used his jab to keep Pacquiao from setting up his combinations. Even when Pacquiao rocked him late in the fight, Morales switched southpaw in the final round just to prove a point and won convincingly. This loss forced Pacquiao to upgrade his team, improve his right hand, and refine his technique. This is the loss almost nobody believes. Pacquiao dominated most of the rounds with cleaner, harder punches and better ring control. Bradley was competitive but clearly outmatched. Yet somehow the judges awarded Bradley a split decision, leaving the boxing world furious. Fans booed, commentators were shocked, and analysts called it one of the worst robberies in boxing history. Pacquiao handled it with grace, but the world knew the truth. This is the punch heard the world. After 3 fights filled with controversy and close calls, both men came in with something to prove. Pacquiao fought aggressively and even broke Marquez's nose, but Marquez waited for the perfect moment. With 1 second left in the 6th round, Pacquiao lunged in and Marquez unleashed a counter right hand that shut the lights off instantly. Pacquiao lay motionless as the crowd held its breath. It was the most shocking moment of his career and a reminder that even legends fall. The world called it the fight of the century, but inside the ring it turned into a chess match. Pacquiao injured his shoulder before the fight and couldn't throw his punches with full speed or power. Mayweather fought defensively, using his movement, jabs, and counters to neutralize Pacquiao's aggression. The result was a unanimous decision loss in a fight that left fans divided and frustrated. It wasn't the war people hoped for, and it was a rare night where Pacquiao couldn't break through the defensive wall. In front of thousands of fans in Australia, Horn used rough tactics, head clashes, and constant pressure. Pacquiao nearly stopped him in the 9th round, but the referee threatened to halt the fight against Pacquiao. The judges somehow gave Horn the decision, shocking millions. Many believed Pacquiao had been robbed again, but he accepted the loss calmly and simply moved forward. It showed his character even more than his punches. This was Pacquiao's final fight, facing a last-minute replacement after Errol Spence Jr. pulled out. Pacquiao was 42, far from his prime, and Ugas used his jab, reach, and timing to control the pace. Pacquiao struggled to close the distance and couldn't fire his usual explosive combinations. It was a clear decision loss, but what made it emotional was the realization that the legend was no longer the unstoppable force he once was. Even in defeat, he fought with heart until the final bell.